What's going on, people, and welcome back to Mad About Football. You guys are just in time for our Game Week 10 predictions.
Yes, 10 weeks already, man.
My
Time flies.
My name is Bass, and joining me as always is Kamal, here with me to talk about Game Week 10 and giving his predictions. I hope everyone is doing good and feeling safe. This is a bad time for everyone. Everyone's in lockdowns.
We're getting through it, man. We're getting through it.
We're getting through it. Well, Melbourne's now corona-free. We've been 25 days now without
9 months. 9 months. 9 months.
I was going to
9 months.
It's been 25 days since we had a coronavirus infection. Zero cases for the last 25 days.
Yep. Beautiful. All right. So what we do, we'll give our predictions, our theories on the current games, and we will call our predictions on scoreline. And we have a table that if we guess the correct scoreline with the correct points, we get correct goals. We get points. Half a point if we predict the correct win. And a full point if we correct a win with the scoreline.
Yes. If we guess the scoreline with the win, we get a full point. If we just get the win correct, then we only get half a point. And we keep a table, and I'll put it up every week to show everyone who's winning. So far, Kamal's on 22 points, beating me. And I'm on 19 points, just 3 points behind him. And I'm hoping for a good game week this week.
Hopefully.
All right.
We'll go to our next one. First one.
Our first game coming up. I have a little preview of Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle.
I don't know. I don't know if Zaha will be back for this game.
I don't think he will be. I'll have a look at the injuries now. Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha. No, he will not be back. He's not back.
Then it's a tough one. You get what I mean? Because Crystal Palace coming off a game they should have won. They could have won against Burnley.
Yeah.
But do you think that if Zaha had played that game, would it have been a different result? Most likely it would have been. But, that's what happens when you miss your most needed player.
That's true, yeah.
I think Newcastle kind of need the win. They don't want to start dropping more down the table.
Yeah.
I need Palace to lose just so United can get that little bit of that. I'm going for a Newcastle 2-1 win. Not because I think I want Palace to lose, even though I do, but I think if you watch the game against Burnley, when they were going forward, they looked lost without Zaha.
Yeah, they're definitely missing.
Because they're so used to, okay, cool, we'll play through Zaha. He'll try to dribble. He'll get it in the box. Someone can try and hit it in.
Yeah.
But who they're going to play? You get what I mean? Who?
Yeah. They can't rely on Batshuayi again. I feel like he was very poor against Burnley, especially if Zaha doesn't play. I reckon you could be correct. I think Newcastle could take the 3 points in this game. Yeah. I reckon I'm going with you as well. I think 2-1 is a fair result for Newcastle. So my prediction will be 2-1 as well, same as you. Okay.
All right, next one. Brighton, Liverpool.
Brighton versus Liverpool. What can I say about this game? Again, Liverpool. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, but I feel like Liverpool's going to edge this one. We've been saying it for weeks now. Brighton's been very unlucky going forward, especially now with their bright young talent. Tariq Lamptey is out with a suspension.
They'll miss him big time as well, man.
They will
They'll
definitely miss him.
very big.
They'll miss his physical presence. They'll miss his pace. You know, he's always threatening on the ball. You know, he always plays with heart. Good defensively, very good attackingly. Also, I'm really unsure. I'm really stumped as to how Brighton are going to replace him. And for
Yeah,
that,
they're going to replace him with.
yeah, and because of that, I feel like Liverpool is just going to dominate.
Well, I don't think they're going to dominate just because Lamptey's out. I think they're going to, yes, they're going through an injury crisis, but
Yeah,
the only reason I was saying they'll lose to Leicester is because it was Leicester, right? Leicester had been, prior weeks, they had been playing some of the best football in the Prem at the moment.
That's
you know,
true.
they were very attacking, right?
Yeah.
Where but Brighton, yes, they're attacking, but they're very, very inconsistent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lallana gets injured, right? They can't play up the middle. They don't have that creative spark. Danny Welbeck's too old. Mopé hasn't been performing, right?
Yeah.
I just think even though Liverpool are struggling with injuries, I think they'll still be too strong. I think Salah will be back. I think
Salah is going to be back, but I heard in a press conference that Klopp isn't going to be starting Salah as a punishment for him going to his brother's wedding.
But that's stupid. It's his brother's wedding. Bro.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I was him, I'd do the same thing too. However, some good news going forward is Thiago Alcantara could be coming back this week. He's due. He's back in training.
Maybe he might make an appearance.
And he might make an appearance. Yeah, they're saying that it's gonna take 2 days for him to come back fully. Also, I think we've got one more player back. Fabinho, I think, is back. Oh, he played last week.
Yeah, he played for last week.
Yeah, he did play last week.
But you also did lose this morning to Atlanta.
That's true. We did lose to 2-0 to Atlanta at home as well. But then
we lost to Atletico Madrid last season at home, so it doesn't really matter. Your form, the only form at home that matters to you is the Premier League.
That's true. That is true. I was going to say, well, we didn't play a full strength team. I mean, yeah, we do have a bit of an injury crisis, but
see, I think Klopp played it a bit risky because now I know we're talking about Champions League, but that leaves your Champions League table wide open. You get what I mean? So it's out of use, Ajax, and who else?
Midtjylland.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, yes. Midtjylland's
right. It leaves out of those two, and there's only 2 points between first and third, right?
That's true.
So you used to play Ajax next, but then you play Midtjylland, Midtjylland last. So you've got a lifeline, but you need a result against Ajax. If you lose to Ajax, it will be very, very...
It will be very hard. However, I feel like Klopp did play it smart in a way because there's a lot of games coming up in December.
Yeah, but see, that's normal, but that's normal
in
the Premier League.
It is normal, but I feel like he had to rotate the team in such a way where we keep our players fresh. We don't want...
Yeah, but do you have the squad depth to do that?
Not anymore. Not with 9 players out. Of course.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but I'm going to go for a Liverpool 3-1 win.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Liverpool 2-0.
2-0? Nice. Not bad.
3-1. I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. Okay. Who's next?
Manchester City versus Burnley.
Oh. Burnley.
Well, I think Guardiola, knowing somewhat of how good Guardiola is of a coach, he'd be fuming at his team that he lost against Spurs, the way they lost because they dominated most of that game. Yeah. Right? And they would want to punish Burnley.
Oh, definitely.
At the same time, we say that, but I would have expected it from the Manchester City of old when they had Company, Silva, Aguero was fit and whatnot, but we might see Aguero and Sterling back into the lineups.
That's true. Yeah, we saw Aguero on the bench in their last game.
Came on in the second half.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
to be honest, I think
they still have. Well, they should have a good squad and good enough to thrash Burnley. And coming off of that Tottenham result, I feel like Manchester City should show their prowess and show that they still mean business by just walloping Burnley 5-0.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at their lineup this morning that they played against Olympiacos, and they Sterling started. He scored. Assisted. I'm just trying to see if Aguero played.
What was the score? I think it was like 2-1.
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, Aguero came on the 75th. So he'll most likely start with Raheem Sterling. So I'm going for and yes, Burnley got a win against Crystal Palace, but it was a very lucky win.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But I think City will be looking to bounce back, and Pep will want to make a statement.
Definitely.
And to be honest, they need a win, man. Sitting 13th at the moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they do have a game in hand, but, still.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a Manchester City 3-0 win.
All right. I think, like you said, Pep would like to make a statement, especially after losing to Jose Mourinho.
Yes.
I feel like Burnley's going to feel the wrath of Man City. I feel like Aguero might start in this game as well with Sterling and get some of that, old magic back. I'm going to say 5-0 to Man City.
5-0?
5-0.
Jesus. It's a big prediction if you get it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going for the big prediction.
All right.
We have 2 points.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to the next one, which should be a really good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to predict. Everton versus Leeds United.
Everton versus Leeds, right? So both teams a bit inconsistent. Everton coming off a scrappy win against a team they should have beaten in Fulham. Leeds coming off a unlucky draw against Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So both teams playing very good attacking football, but also have a bit of inconsistency in them.
Yeah.
I was going to say Leeds had a sloppy defense, but not really.
No, they've been well. They had a sloppy defense
at the start.
Yeah, at the start. And just 2 weeks ago, I can't remember who they played against. That's gone. I think it was against Aston Villa. They lost 4-1.
No, it was Crystal Palace.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Crystal Palace.
But you also got to think about it. That one came from an own goal, and the keeper had a really sloppy game that game.
That's true. And Bamford's goal, his first goal, should have stood.
Yes.
What the hell was that?
That would have changed the game as well.
I reckon that's true as well. It's so unlucky.
You know what I mean?
So unlucky. Yeah.
But this will be a very good game to
to watch for neutral. I can't wait for this game.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to predict 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Well,
draw.
I'm going for a Leeds United 3-2 win.
Ooh, okay.
I think if Fulham pressured Everton that badly in the second half of their game and they struggled to convert, I'm thinking what could Leeds do, because Leeds have more attacking players, more of their players gel together, and they could punish more.
But don't forget, Ancelotti fielded a different tactic, and this is the first time I'm seeing Everton playing in a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah.
Where they had Digne playing more of a left midfielder than a left back. I think that's why they struggled a bit in the second half.
But if they play that formation again,
it's still a new tactic.
Will they suffer for it?
Maybe they would, but I feel like they played that tactic only because it was against Fulham, and Fulham is not really a strong team. I feel like
But still, Fulham still gave them problems. You get what I mean? They
did.
nearly snatched a point. They could have even snatched all three if they got lucky. You know what I mean?
Actually, if they had scored that penalty, they've been so poor with penalties, missing penalties again.
3 in a row, man.
If they had scored that penalty, it would have been a point each. But I feel like Ancelotti is a type of manager who likes to experiment with new tactics against weaker opponents. I don't think he'll be stupid to play the same formation again against Leeds.
Yep. So what do you call them?
Two-all draw.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on to the next one. The battle of 19th and 20th. West Brom versus Sheffield. Huh?
I'm saying a relegation battler.
Yeah, well, one team we both expected to get relegated in West Brom, and Sheffield. I predicted Sheffield to get relegated, but to be very low.
Yeah. We didn't predict they'll be relegated, but we predicted they'll be around 17th or 16th.
But surprisingly, man, they're sitting at the bottom. I know there's still a long way to go, but if they don't start finding form now,
honestly,
it's going to start snowballing. You get what I mean?
That is true. I totally agree with you. But it only takes one win.
Not really. They need 2.
2 wins now. Because Burnley got their win 1-0. That's
Burnley
their first.
got the win, so West Brom have 3 points.
Yep.
Sheffield only have 1.
Oh,
to get out of relegation, you're going to need 5. No, wow. They're going to need. So West Brom need the win, and they need Burnley to lose, which they might most likely in City.
Yeah.
Right.
Fulham, I see.
Fulham could bump out. But Sheffield, even if they win this game, they will still be in relegation.
Yeah, I see.
Right? So they need.
Yeah,
that's true. Need points. They need points.
That's true. You're right. What are you saying? What do you reckon?
I think because Sheffield had a good game last week against West Ham, right? It wasn't they played terrible. It was a very it wasn't end to end. It was a very close game. Like they had their chances, we had our chances. They just finished.
Yeah.
West Brom coming off unlucky some results, but I think it might be the game Sheffield gets a result all of a suddenly. I'm going for a Sheffield 2-0 win.
Nice.
Yep.
2-1 or 2-0? 2-0?
2-0.
2-0. I see what you're saying, and I feel like they started to look better against West Ham. They were just a bit unlucky. I reckon Sheffield United will win as well, 1-0.
1-0 still better. 1-0 any result for them is a good result. You get
That's true. Yeah, they'll take a point at this point in time as well, I reckon.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to your boys versus Southampton,
which will be a close game. Will be a very hard game for both teams. If we are to win, and we need to win, we can't. Even if we draw, I hate to say it, but I'll be happy with a draw, which is stupid. But if we are to have an attacking presence, a very good game, we need to play a 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-3-1 lineup, okay. Right? You play Bissaka, Twenzebe, or Lindelof. I'm pretty sure Lindelof is injured. Maguire, Telles. You play either Fred. I don't know if Pogba's back from injury. I doubt it. You play either Fred, McTominay, Matic, and then I say this every week. Fucking Ole's not listening. You play Van de Beek. You start Van de Beek. Right? I'm getting upset. You start Van de Beek. You start Van de Beek. Right?
Van de Beek.
You play Van de Beek. You play Bruno in his normal position, absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
Rashford on the left, Greenwood on the right, and you drop Martial and you play Cavani.
Yeah, he played
Cavani.
He played well in the Champions League this morning.
So that lineup I've just said is basically the same lineup we played against Istanbul. Istanbul, but instead of Martial being dropped, he played on the right. He played on the right or the left?
He played on the right, I think. No, on the left.
Played on the left.
Yeah.
Played on the left, sorry. Played on the left. But this lineup, the 4-2-3-1 we played against Istanbul, the first half, we dominated. Like, when I tell you we dominated Istanbul, it was Van de Beek was just popping off, right? Telles had a really good game. Rashford had a really good game. Bruno dominated that midfield. Cavani.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't score, he had a good presence. He was creating chances, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if you put Rashford out on the left, you play Greenwood out on the right. I think Greenwood playing with Cavani will give Greenwood that extra boost of confidence because Cavani's like a high-profile striker. He's a very good striker.
He is.
He can help Greenwood, right? Yes, Greenwood has been out inconsistent the past couple of weeks, months.
More like months,
he's been injured. The whole England situation, I think he's just copping a lot of slack at the moment, right?
Yeah.
And if you let him play football, he'll show you why he's good, why he's one of the emerging very good young talents.
Yeah.
But again, we have to play that kind of lineup. We can't allow pressure on us. We can't allow Southampton to come and attack us and Maguire to panic, Lindelof not know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
From watching Manchester United in the last couple of weeks, Maguire has looked more solid than he did in the first month or so of the league of this season.
Yeah.
Lindelof, I'm still unsure about. I've always said that he's no good. He doesn't deserve to be in this Manchester squad. But again, I'm loving it because I'm a Liverpool fan and I don't like Manchester United.
so just to let you know, Aaron Wan-Bissaka out.
He should be coming back.
Ankle injury doubtful.
Paul Pogba is also doubtful.
Paul Pogba, a knock. He's doubtful. Might come off the bench.
Yeah.
It's one more player. Victor Lindelof has a back injury. He's out, doubtful. But that was also they come off middle of the second half.
Yeah.
Tuesday. So we play Monday. So there's a long period of time in between those two games for them to travel back to England to get fit. To recover, so I would love to see, and I doubt it will happen. We do play that 4-2-3-1, but the two sitting back would be Pogba and Van de Beek, right? Because we play those two, then you have Bruno, Rashford, Greenwood, Cavani up front. That is a very, very attacking lineup, right?
Well, I'll just give a call to Ole right now and tell him, listen, bro.
No, because watch, right? Say we play that lineup and then we absolutely dominate Southampton, yeah?
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to be like Magic Mike here, like predict your lineups, you'll win your games. You get what I mean? Like call me up. I'll show when you're subbing the players on that little flippy the book with the lineups and where you should play.
Oh yeah, the little black book of tactics.
Southampton still are very dangerous, but again, they don't have that high-profile striker, that finisher that they are missing with Danny.
Danny Ings is still injured until the 12th of December. So
right.
What do you think the scoreline's going to be?
I'm trying to think because Southampton are winless in their last 8 Premier League meetings with Manchester United.
Wow.
Right? So they've drawn 5, lost 3 of the last 8. right? I'm trying to think because our away form is so much better than our home form.
Yeah, he's won one so far.
I'm gonna say a United 3-1 win.
You always say 3-1 to United.
Yeah, because I know our defense is sloppy and we're not going to keep a clean sheet, but I also know that our attackers are good enough to score 3, right? I know we're not good enough to score 4, even though we scored 4 in Champions League, but still.
That's Champions League against a team that I don't even know how to pronounce.
Istanbul. And also Martin Skirtle saying that you go back and go back
Doesn't
to when we
matter.
lost.
You still lost. You still lost.
And then Skirtle was like, oh yeah, I wish we could play United every week. And then fucking we pump you up normally every day.
Relax. Okay. I'm gonna go for.
What you go for a draw? Because that's what you
I was gonna say a 1-1 draw, but I reckon Manchester United might get a penalty and get to win the game 2-1.
But if we do get this win and results go our way, we could be top half of the table hopefully with the game in hand, man.
With the game in hand as well, yeah, it would be
with
good.
The game in hand, which would
make Ole keep his job.
Well, I was just about to say I haven't heard anything about Ole getting sacked, Ole's job on the line in recent weeks. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, you know, we lose 2 games. Okay, everyone's like, "Oh, the pressure's on Ole," but then we beat Everton and we haven't heard nothing from it.
Well, the pressure's now turned around towards Arteta. All cameras are on Arteta.
Yeah, but Arteta at the same time. I think has that leniency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from the board he does, but not from his fans. His fans expect.
Yeah, but see, Arsenal fans, mate. He'll win. He'll beat. Who are they playing this week?
I have no idea.
Arsenal fans are playing Wolves this week. If Arsenal beat Wolves, their fans will love Arteta. Yes, I back Arteta from the start. I believe in him. I believe in his process. But then they lose. They'll get pumped by Wolves, and they'll be like, "Never backed Arteta. Never backed Arteta. He's too defensive." Blah blah blah. So you know, like they came out of every nook and cranny when they beat United. When they lucky to beat United.
And they beat Liverpool last year too, twice.
Yeah, they came out bragging like, yes, you know, this is a momentum push, and then they haven't scored a goal.
Oh, look, I knew from the beginning, whoever was going to take Arsenal's position as manager is going to find it very, very tough. And he's gonna need more time to rebuild this squad and
we'll get to them. We'll get to them when we get to them.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah. You're saying a United 2-1 win?
Yeah, 2-1 to United.
Great.
Let's go to the next one. It's our
match day of the week.
Match day of the week.
It is Chelsea versus Tottenham at the Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
I forgot what the fuck.
Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge.
Okay. Chelsea.
I messed that up, bro. What the hell am I doing?
Versus Tottenham.
I messed it up. No. Oh my god.
You're right.
Yeah, no, I'm just on my webcam fell. I'll start talking. A very big game for both teams.
Huge.
Very big game. I think Kai Havertz will be back. Should be back.
He had Corona, didn't he?
Yeah, but like that was ages ago now.
Yeah,
Chelsea sitting third, Spurs sitting first. Spurs need a result to stay top, to keep their momentum going. Chelsea finding form again, starting to gel with all the signings about time.
Yep.
I think this will be a very defensive but attacking game. Like, I don't know if Mourinho will play the same style against City, right? Because I don't think so. Because I think he would have seen City as more of an attacking presence. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Chelsea have been opened up, their defense has been looking. Stop. Give me 1 second, Jeff.
Well, 1 second.
You know?
I was going to say, So far, Chelsea has been lucky with their fixtures. I mean, they've had
Yes.
their last 5 games have been against lower teams. So they've been lucky there where they've had wins against Burnley. They've,
Sheffield,
yeah,
Burnley,
Newcastle. These are the games
United.
that Chelsea is expected to be winning
Yeah,
anyway.
the last 3 have been all against relegation sided lower
Exactly.
bottom half of the table. Like
Exactly.
you got to go 4 games back. They drew against United, right?
Exactly. And then
Game
you got to
prior-
think, and then you got to think in that United game how Lampard set up.
He sat very defensively, and you got to
Exactly.
think about it. Prior the United game, they played Southampton.
West Brom.
No, they played Southampton. They drew 3-3.
Yeah, and
And
West
then
Brom.
prior to even that, they played Palace. They beat Palace. And then prior to that, they drew to West Brom. So just because they've beaten, like bottom side table teams,
Yeah,
but they've struggled against teams they should beat as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It doesn't really prove anything to me unless you played a top side and you've got a victory over them. Then we can say, okay, they're in contention to challenge for the title or whatnot. Chelsea fans are getting too gassed.
Saying, they're too cocky. Yes.
This is going to be our season. Watch. Well, you haven't.
I think next season they'll be very, very.
They'll be up there. They will be up there, definitely. But so far this season, they have not impressed me yet.
I also think Spurs have been also playing some very, very good football. One of the best attacking teams this season, if not the best attacking team this season. Kane and Heung-sung Min on a whole different level.
On fire.
Bale might start, I'm not sure. It'll be a very tough game to predict, but again, I think, I don't know, because it can go either way. You get what I mean? Like, these games are never easy to predict.
That's true. Also, I was going to say that Pulisic is back for Chelsea as well. So that gives them another option on the left-hand side. Instead of playing Werner, they can play Pulisic.
I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw because I think it will be a high-scoring game, but if there will be a winner, I think it will be a 1-0 gap, like it'll be a close...
It'll be a close. Yeah, it would be a close.
Yeah, but I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, you know what? I will say 1-1. 1-1. Because I feel like both teams are going to sit back and try and counter each other.
Yeah,
they're not going to come out full guns blazing. I feel like Lampard's going to try and play more defensive in the way he played against Manchester City, playing 5 men at the back.
Manchester City or Man United?
Sorry, Man United. That's why I feel like it'll be a draw.
Good.
But then again,
give me.
There's a record that Lampard has performed or beaten Jose Mourinho, even when Mourinho was at Manchester United and Lampard was at Derby County. Lampard beat Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho has yet to beat Lampard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that record might keep stretching for another game further for Lampard. But Jose, if I know Jose, this is the season where he's going to set the record straight.
Yes. I think if he beats, I guess I predicted 2-2, but I feel like if Spurs beat Chelsea the way they beat City and get a 2-0 victory, I think that will actually show that, okay, maybe they actually are title contenders. Maybe they should start be taken seriously. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That they should actually be like, oh crap, like Spurs are like contenders. They're actually really contenders.
Yeah.
Like because like, yes, it's early, but you're looking up like, okay, cool. Can Spurs keep it up? Right? Can they keep Harry Kane fit? Can they keep playing the attacking football they are? But there's also that stat that Mourinho always dominates in his second season.
He does.
He always dominates in his second season. His second season for us, he won us Three
trophies.
cups.
2 trophies.
Three.
Three.
No, Carabao, Europa,
And he's finished second.
and we finished second, but we won something else.
FA? No, it wasn't FA.
No, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Guess.
But still, I mean, that's still good. I mean, he's the only manager in Man United for the last 7 years who's won you guys something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Arsenal Wolves at the Emirates.
It's going to be a good game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, such good games this game week.
Yeah, no, there's some actually very good games, right? Even the lower squatted teams have good games as well. Give me 1 second, I'm just trying to...
I was going to say, so far for me, both teams are a bit inconsistent. Wolves have been a bit luckier.
Yes.
Where they've been scraping through, wins.
Yes.
Like last game they played against Southampton, where they won, they drew 1-1.
They drew 0-0. They scored first, but then they couldn't finish.
Yeah.
Arsenal struggling to finish at all.
Exactly, and Arsenal has yet to score a goal from open play in the last
5 games. Yeah,
matches or 5 matches now.
I will say, Connor Cody is doubtful, but I think he should be back because he had to self-isolate because of that close contact quarantine incident. But that's been a while now.
It's been
a while now. So
I think he should be back. I mean, it should have been tested, and results would have determined whether or not he needs to isolate.
I know.
But Johnny's still injured, and
he's done his ACL. He'll be out for the season.
Yeah, and Saiss has got coronavirus.
Yes. Saka's got a knee injury. He's day-to-day.
It's doubtful.
El Neni's got coronavirus. Martinelli, knee injury. Pablo Mari Villa. He's back in training from ankle injury.
Wow, he's had a long injury too.
Yeah, he done his ankle in the restarts. Kolasinac, coronavirus. Thomas Partey.
Yep.
Thigh injury early December.
Continue.
You want to hear this one? You ready for this one?
Yeah, it's not available. Yeah.
You want to hear this one? William is out. Muscle injury for a few days, so he might make an appearance.
And I thought we had an injury crisis. These guys, who are they going to be playing?
But you look at it. But the only real people in that one that they're really missing is Partey, maybe El Nene,
Saka, and William as well.
Yeah, but William, you can really go without. You get what I mean? You can make that sub.
Also, Pepe is out with a suspension as well. He's not going to.
Yeah, but see,
3 weeks.
What annoys me is I messaged you about this, that Pepe came out the other week and complained about his lack of game time.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So Pepe is Arsenal's highest ever transfer window with £72 million. Came from Lille, 23 goals, 27 goals, 23 assists, or something like that. Big goals, big assists.
Huge season, yeah.
He dominated the Ligue 1, right? And then the thing is he's shown glimpses. He's shown glimpses of what he can do. But again, we say for 72 million,
glimpses is not good enough.
It's not good enough, right? People to this day still crucify Paul Pogba for $100 million.
I think it was like 89. It's $100 million, but 89 million pounds. I think
89 million pounds, right? Yeah. Right, 89 million pounds, and people still crucify him, right? Yeah. People still crucify him, right? And then he goes out and complains that he doesn't get game time, but when he does get game time, he's running around headbutting people.
Well,
right.
This was the game. This was the game to prove to Arteta that hey, I should be picked over William. And
Yeah, not even William. Not even William. Saka. He should be starting because that right wing or wherever the fuck he plays is perfect for him.
that's
Right?
true.
Maybe he doesn't have the people to play him. Maybe he doesn't have the reception to get. But at the same time, he had a full season last year. You know what I mean? He had a full season last year. Yes, they were more attacking, but you know you can't complain, right? I think Arsenal will struggle. I think they will struggle with their attacking presence.
Yeah.
It'll be weird to see who they play. If they play like a Zet again, if they play Nketiah, Reece Nelson, who they'll play, if they'll play the young kids. I think Wolves will look to punish Arsenal in a way.
I think they'll dominate this game. Yeah.
I think they'll try to do. They'll look at the Villa performance and they'll look at the Leeds performance and they'll be like, if we apply pressure and we attack the way Wolves can attack, I think it'll be a very, very bad night for Arsenal. I'm going for a Wolves 3-1 win. And I'm gifting Arsenal a goal there, right? Gifting an Arsenal a goal, and it could be a penalty.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I was going to ask you, where do you think that goal's going to come from?
Yeah, bro, you never know. They could score early and then just sit back and then get dominated, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be a very good game to watch, right?
Well,
but I just
Sorry, it's like go on.
No, that's it. I just feel that Arsenal will just struggle, and they need to get some sort of motivation because going into next week's North London derby, if Spurs pull off a good win against Chelsea, or even a win at all, right? They'll be at an all-time high. They'll be like, we're ready for Arsenal. We're going to crunch them. Arsenal buckled to Wolves and they get punished.
Yeah.
All their fans will be so scared to go into that North London derby.
True.
They'll be actually so worried.
I agree. I totally agree with you there. I'm going to go for a similar prediction, but I don't think Arsenal will score. Dude, it's been... Arteta has changed that forward line so many times. He's rotated. He doesn't know what his top attackers are.
We say it every week, my guy. We say, cool, he's got his defense sorted, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, that defense is a bit shaky, right? I don't think Rob Holding should be starting. Maybe slot in David Luiz.
I think will start this week.
His midfield, he has it, but he doesn't know who he wants. But at the same time, I feel like the only person guaranteed a starting position in his attack is Aubameyang. And that's it.
I agree.
And then he's confused who to play with Aubameyang because Aubameyang's only as good as the people that play behind him, right? Because
Aubameyang needs service and his delivery.
He can't pick up the ball from the start of their defense, like the start of their half, and then take it all the way. Like if he plays out on the wing like a Grealish, like Ross Barkley, like Rashford, Min, Ings.
He's not like that.
All these other wingers or strikers that can go back into their defense, pick up the ball, and
take
go forward.
Yeah.
I feel like he's more of a, you play me at my feet, I turn, I run, I make an option, or else I shoot. You know what I mean?
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. And that's why I feel like Arteta doesn't know who his best attackers are to give him that service.
Yes.
Which is why I'm going to go for a 2-0 Wolves win.
And I feel at the same time, it's not his fault. But it kind of is with the signings he had done. You get what I mean? Because the signings he had done were very defensive.
Yes, but also, every season we say this, but Arsenal's managers are never backed. They're never given.
But
they're never given enough.
They came
money.
out publicly and they backed Arteta. They gave him the money to sign. They gave him the money to sign players.
Okay. Arteta wanted 2 players.
Yes.
He wanted Partey
Yes.
and he wanted Hussein Aouar.
Yeah, but see,
He only got one.
for the-
He only got one of the
but-
2.
the money they signed Partey for, they could have halved it and signed it Aouar, right? And Aouar would have.
For Aouar, they wanted 50 million, and Aouar didn't have the release clause.
But
Partey did.
But Partey's release clause was 48 million.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me that Stan Kroenke can't fork out 2 million for a better, more reliable option for Arsenal?
Well, in Arsenal's defense, I don't really care. But what happened was that they were trying to lowball Leon for so long. They're trying to get a good deal on Aouar.
But it wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen
in this. It's not going to happen, especially in this day and age.
Yeah, I remember they were offering something like 35 million, and they kept lowballing until
and they kept
Leon
offering Guendouzi to every club.
Yeah, and Leon came back saying they've had enough. He's not for sale. And even Aouar came out with a statement saying that he's going to stay on for another season.
Yes.
So then Arsenal was kind of forced to go back to Atletico Madrid and play and activate his release clause.
Yeah, because it was more of like yes, they want to Partey, but he was more of like a panic.
Yeah, it's not really a panic. He was linked with them for like 3 months.
Yeah, but see, what it was they were linked with Partey. They went to Atletico Madrid. They offered him all this. They offered him 23, 30 million when they clearly knew that his release clause was 48.
Yeah,
right.
I remember.
So they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you 30 million plus you can have Guendouzi."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Atletico Madrid were like, "No, we've told you what we want. That's it." So they're like, "Okay, cool. We're going to go look at other people." So then they realized, "Okay, crap. We can't get Aouar. We have to go back to Partey," because I feel like if Partey did not have a release clause, they wouldn't have signed him.
They would have signed. I think Atletico would have rather have kept Partey in because he's a good player. He's not going to leave.
He's a very good player, Partey.
But it's amazing how he left a Champions League team to play for Arsenal, which is
And
doesn't make sense.
I was reading. There was a funny stat. that Partey hasn't won a home game. The last home game he won, or the last game that he had won, was the last game he had won for his club was with Atletico Madrid or something like that. No, I don't think so. But
I don't think so either because he played against Man United.
He played against United, yes.
But then
he had a very good game at United.
But then again, it was at Old Trafford. It wasn't at home. It wasn't at the
exactly.
Emirates.
The last home game he had won was with Atletico.
That could be true. We'll move on to the next game.
Yes. Leicester City Fulham.
Yep, this is going to be an easy one. Leicester 3-0. Leicester versus Fulham.
I think Leicester will be looking to bounce back against a terrible loss against Liverpool, which they could have won. They might have won.
No chance of winning.
Yeah, but everyone was predicting it. I think Fulham struggled. Yes, they put a good performance against Everton, but 3 penalties in a row, man.
Get it right.
You gotta learn how to finish. I know a penalty is a very stressful thing, but I feel like half of that stress goes away when there's no fans. You get what I mean? There's still the pressure, but when you're taking that penalty, it's just you and the keeper.
That's true.
Right? There's no fans behind you trying to distract you, right? It's just you and the keeper. You have the time to focus, know where you're gonna put the ball, right? And I just think they've been real sloppy with their penalties. Right? They haven't just been real placement power, bang in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I feel like
95th minute, Lookman's trying to do a cheeky Rabona to equalise. Like, very, very stupid. So I think Leicester will be looking to
bounce back.
To bounce back, to stay in top 4 contention. I think it's going to be, I think they're going to want to come out firing. Brendan Rodgers will be very angry. I'm going for a 4-1 win. Leicester.
4-1 win, Leicester. Big call. Big call.
Well, you said 5-0 City Burnley.
Anyway, that's more likely.
Yeah. You never know. Hey, bro.
Yeah. That's true. Leicester put 5 past Man City, so
exactly
anything could happen. This is an unpredictable league, and we're trying to predict the unpredictable here.
Yes.
So, yeah, 4-1 maybe, but it seems like a trend with Fulham. Fulham hasn't been performing well going forward, and with their penalties, of course. But they've also been very sloppy at the back. They've been conceding a lot of goals. So your prediction could be right. However, I'm gonna say 3-1 to Leicester.
Nice.
Okay.
All right,
next
move on
game.
to our last one. West Ham versus Aston Villa.
Well, Battle of the Clarets.
Yes.
West Ham versus Aston Villa. This is going to be a good game. Both teams are in a bit of good form. Aston Villa is better form, I reckon, than West Ham.
Well, bro, 6th and 7th and 8th position playing.
Yeah.
Right, 1 point between the lot.
Aston Villa has a game in hand, so if Aston Villa wins this game, that could shoot them right up to like 3rd or 4th position as well.
What's this? 15th, 18th. They bounce up to 3rd, and then with the game in hand, they could be top 2.
They could be. But Aston Villa, they just survived last season, and imagine them being in contention for the title.
But also, there's 2 things. Their game in hand is against United, right?
And
that's like that. No, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And when they've started to play against top 6 teams, they've performed very, very well.
They have,
right?
They have,
so
especially
you
against
Liverpool. And Arsenal, bro. Not even Arsenal.
Arsenal is not top 6. Arsenal is not top 6 team.
But see, normal Arsenal of 2 years ago, not even last year. Last year
they finished 8th, bro.
Yeah, but they beat Villa twice.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
But
they beat Villa twice.
This is Villa of 2020, 2021.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. So you would normally say, yep, United will pump Villa, but in this day and age, it could go either way. You never know which is up. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So, what's it called again? It'll be a tough game. I think Villa will want to bounce back. West Ham a bit inconsistent. I feel like they're getting some scrappy goals. I think they're getting some scrappy wins.
Yeah.
Their last 2 wins. The win against Sheffield, they got very lucky. A 90-minute extra time winner. Then the last one against, who was it? Who they beat last week? 1-0.
I don't remember, to be honest.
God damn it!
I
think they played Sheffield last week.
Sheffield last week, yep.
Sheffield last week, and then Fulham the week prior.
Yeah.
So they struggled. They got lucky against Fulham, and they scraped it. They scraped it against Fulham. No, they scraped it against Fulham, and then they got lucky against Sheffield. Sheffield could have won it as well.
That's true. Right? Yep.
I think Villa will take the win. I think Villa will take the win 2-0.
Yeah, I think Villa's going to have too much about them. I'm not sure if Barkley is still injured, because Barkley came off with an injury last game. Because he's been instrumental to the way Aston Villa's been playing as of late. They've They have another injury. They have got Bertrand Traore is out with a knock. He might come back this week. And Ross Barkley's got a thigh injury.
Mikel Antonio's hamstring injury, he's doubtful.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. Ross Barkley thigh injury mid-December.
Wow, there you go. And because of that, I think it'll be a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw because Barkley's been very, very instrumental. He's the player that's been giving. He's the player that's been giving Grealish, less pressure off his shoulders. Barkley's playing in between the lines, on the shoulder of the last man, and he gives Grealish another option going forward.
He's been giving Grealish that freedom to attack and go, where without Ross Barkley, they don't have really that creative midfielder that can feed the ball.
Exactly.
And with Grealish, that he'll have to track back. He'll have to sit in defense and then attack where Barkley can sit in defense, feed Grealish, and Grealish can go. Yeah. Right? That's how they beat Villa so well, because Grealish would feed Barkley. Barkley would dance with it in front of the box, pass it to Grealish. Grealish would cut it across. Ollie Watkins scores.
Yeah.
Right? It's that simple.
You mean that's how they beat Arsenal so well?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said this is how they beat Villa so well.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all good. Anyways, so you're going with a 2-0 Aston Villa win?
Yes.
All right. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Okay,
yes. Right.
That ends our game week 10 predictions. If any of you guys have predictions of your own, I'd love to hear your predictions. As always, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. Yes. Bye.